It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen on the move to his left. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Allen now on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start on the ground. Hall to about the 23. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall again on 2nd down.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, Their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, it's White. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson, 67 yards. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen, escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Forced out to his left. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And complete right side to Cook. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Ball again on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They run. It's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And able to get this to the 31. Hall again on 2nd down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. White looks to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
from 13 yards out.
And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Caught the defense napping a little bit there, expecting the spike, faked it, completed the pass.
You have to be prepared for everything nowadays. You can't just go off of the look. Oh, they're going to spike it and relax. Now they complete passes downfield, and usually in key situations. This is a tough one for a defense. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A toss left side for Hall.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Ball again on second down.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Knight. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Johnson.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, fourth down.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, Knight. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. On second down, it's Knight, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
On play action, Allen rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. Operating from the red zone now. Allen rolling to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Out to his left. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
On third down, they go with Singletary. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now Allen, got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready. Black 40. Hey,
we got a seal. Stop your mind.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on third down.
Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson tracks him down way in the backfield for a loss of 16.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
On the toss, it's Hall.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's White. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
77 yards.
And the Niners are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. White.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Flush to his right.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, White.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes you receive.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Deebo Samuel.
44 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 2nd and 10, White. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now White.
They'll check this down to Johnson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now White. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets.
Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here we go. Set. Right. 95.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Finding room at midfield. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing now is Lance. Able to find Gray here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
And he is going to have a Niners first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st down, Purdy.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. A good pickup there at 22.
A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a
touchdown 49ers?
Danny Gray.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, White.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
White. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down and the NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Burrow now off the bootleg. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, here's Mixon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for.
And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall,
82 yards.
and the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27,
Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by... It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall,
25 yards.
and the Jets are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They go play action now. Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield
and a fake here, direct snap to the up man.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets.
Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Dak going to start out going to the air. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Prescott to throw it.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Running left, it's Hall.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Eight yards to go on second down.
Out of the gun, it's White. Open man here is Conklin.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll run with Hall. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
15 yards.
And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott off play action. Steps away. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Here's Pollard again.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Prescott now. Open man is Noah Brown.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Play action now. Prescott. He shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And some room to run now.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
That all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
71 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Running right through him. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To throw again on second down. White. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Ty Johnson. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets.
Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On play action, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, that's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing now is Allen.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Here's Allen, sliding out of the pocket. Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We're scoreless after 1. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson, 60 yards.
And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen
swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
And again, it's Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw him. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Ball again on 2nd down.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Well, CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Jets are going to... We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Here we go. 33, yellow. 22 meter.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The Lance going to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. Red 38.
To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk punching it in from a yard away.
And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Hall to start the drive.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
White's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The first down carry here for Johnson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
To throw, White. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Rolling to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
Lance now on 1st down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
95. 10 cycles. Yellow.
Lance now on 1st down. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
And Lance now to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
White's throw here into the hands of Moore.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
To throw again on second down. White flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Zerline's kick is up and through.
And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On first down, Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A toss left side for Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
They'll run with Hall.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Zonovan Knight
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jets have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On play action, Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Quentin Williams gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. All again on 2nd down. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Knight. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll keep it on the ground. Knight. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall
44 yards.
And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception. Now Lance throws the interception, his third.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Dancing to his left. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That one looks like he'll throw here. Wilson's got it complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White. Throw right side, caught by Davis. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. The play fake, now White.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. White looks to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they...
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the 49er hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Nice move.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final try now for Lance.
He's going to take another shot here. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.